Well, hey Capricorn, and welcome to your Calling Your Inner Shaman reading. Guys, this is going to be a reading for Capricorn. We will be using the Mystical Shaman Oracle, and there's a spread straight out of the book I'm going to use, and it says the hidden treasures in the medicine wheel, with the Wheel of Fortune energy being very predominant at this time. Yours is the 10th reading I'm doing. The first 6 are up in the month of April for the first half of the zodiac signs. But we will be using the Divine Energy Oracle as well as the messages from your spirit animals. Now, I will be reading directly from the book for you. In the south, which represents that which you need to let go of, we're going to use a 4-card spread, and we'll be using the directions of the winds, okay, from the south. In the west is what part of you that needs to die. It's an old story that you need to release. In the north, you have which represents your wisdom that you're acquiring from the experience, the wisdom that is ready to mature within you. In the east, we have which represents your possible destiny. Okay, so let's get right to it. With these planets, I knew that we would have a major transition period. So I wanted to try and fit these readings in for you to give you some guidance for the transcendence. So in the south, well, you're getting magic. In the west, you're getting the sun. In the north, you're getting the blade, and in the east is the rattle. So, like I said, I will be reading directly from the book for you. Now, in the south, which represents that which you need to let go of, this is what needs to be shed, okay? An old wound that no longer needs to define you. And you are getting magic. The symbol represents the infinite intelligence of Great Spirit that makes up the fundamental fabric of the universe. We experience, excuse me, the evidence of this magic through synchronicity or meaningful coincidence. When magic appears, you're invited to see the world through the eyes of wonder and awe, taking on the innocence of a child who knows that things are possible. Infinite potential exists in the great mind, and you are being invited to call it in and recognize the dance in synchronistic events, signs, symbols, and omens given to you through the oracle of the ordinary world. This is a sign that Spirit is reminding you that you co-create your world in a sacred partnership. Your part is to dream, to intend, and to watch for the signs that show you what next action to take. Right now it appears that you are on the right track to make your dreams come true. Great Spirit is listening and acting on your behalf. Pay attention. Magic gives birth to miracles. Have you forgotten that you live in a world that is infused with magic? Perhaps you've become cynical and think that you have to create your life all by yourself with no help from others. It's time to remember your relationship to Source, for you are a part of the story of the world, a living spark of spirit living on earth for this short time as an emissary of light. If you look back over your life, you will find many instances in which your actions alone were not the cause of out of the blue coincidences that led you to that new relationship, job, or important moment on your journey. So how do you stay in this awareness? The answer is simple. If you can be as a little child and cultivate that wondrous curiosity, you will see the magic again and be amazed. Remember, magic is real in everything. So maybe there's a part of you that don't believe it. In the West, which represents a part of you that needs to die. It's an old story that needs to be let go of, so you may find a new meaningful story for your life. And you're getting the sun. The sun is acknowledged by many cultures as the foremost masculine force. In other traditions, it is seen as the feminine in her full power. Either way, it is the most brilliant light for all beings and allows life to sprout from the dark, feminine earth. It can be gentle and warming close to sunrise or sunset, fall or winter, or it can be destructive as in zenith during a scorching summer. Have you been hibernating? Have you been introspective? It is time to come out of your cave and savor the life-giving light of our star. The sun rekindles your passion and your creative energy. Life is calling you to shine your light and to add your lightness and humor to the seriousness around you. Get out and play. Have you been shining your light for too long? Remember that daylight is only one half of the day. The night must have her equal time, and she offers us her gifts as well. Be careful not to be blinded by your light or the light of others. Do not become enamored with yourself or worship others. Beware your shadow. Revel in your midday glory, but do not be afraid of the waning of the light at dusk. They're asking you, right, to ask yourself if you have been illuminated too long, because maybe you've been doing that inner work, you know, for the winter, and it's time to get out. Or maybe that you're feeling too much of your light. But I'm feeling with the magic to believe and to feel your light again. So the blade. Now this is in the north, and it represents the wisdom that you need to acquire. You have learned from the lessons from the South and the West cards. That wisdom is ready to mature within you. What is your great medicine that you are ready to embrace? Okay, so the medicine will be revealed at the end, but I'm going to read the essence and the invitation first. The blade represents sharpness of the mind, body, and spirit pointing upward. It summons the power of heaven. When aimed down to the ground, it anchors the power of the heavens on earth. The blade can be a healing tool or a weapon. Wield it wisely, and it will transmit power, bestow initiations, cut energetic cords from the past, or sever toxic relationships. Use it with anger, and it will slash, stab, and kill. The invitation. You are invited to draw your blade and use it. It is not auspicious to hesitate, to waste time in idle talk, or to hide from the inevitable. Heaven and earth are aligned to support you in claiming your power. So take decisive action. Overcome your fear of hurting others. Unsheath the blade and use it wisely. And here's the medicine. It's time to put down the sword and place it back on its scabbard. Do not offer your blade in service to toxic emotions. You will be faced with an even more disagreeable future with the people and situations you are attempting to banish. Put the blade to rest until your inner fire has mellowed. Then use your blade with impeccable intention to cut the energetic cords that are tying you to the drama at hand. Set yourself free. And in the East, which represents your possible destiny, the way that you will share your treasures and gifts with others, you are getting the rattle. The rattle is a spirit caller, carrying the shaman's prayer to the 4 directions. The body of the rattle is like the earth spinning on its axis. With the aid of the rattle, the medicine woman instills a desired destiny in her future, closing with the prayer, Great Spirit, may your will be done. The rattle guides us to pray for all the earth, not just for our personal needs. When we offer our prayers for the highest good of all, everything we need is provided for us. The invitation. The rattle comes to invite you to work with the tools of spirit. But be careful. They are very sharp and can hurt you and others if they are not used mindfully. Set your tools aside and take up drawing instruments of spirit. You are consciously stepping into partnership with the divine. This is the time for courageous deeds. Do not let your hesitation get in the way of your expression. The medicine. You want to catch God on the whisper, not the shout. What you are trying to craft to your own desires and expectations is already there, standing before you. Do not spin the world to your own benefit. You are being offered the Creator's tools, which must be put to use to serve a divine purpose. So here you go, guys. Spirit's telling you, here are the tools you need. Use them wisely. Allow the divine magic to let your inner light shine again. And we will take and use the divine energy oracle. And I'm going to take 3. Become a clear channel. Trust the divine plan. Address your addictions. So they might be something holding you back from anchoring your inner, because your intentions allow for the magic. It's all of the manifestations that come together within your soul, your being, okay, to create magic. But it's a lot to do with your body being in touch with your mind to allow this. And that's why I'm seeing the addictions. You may want to address them, or you're doing some work to become a clear channel. Okay, so become a clear channel. The best way to live a magically empowered life is to become a clear channel for your divine energy to flow. Are you allowing your divine energy to flow through you? Or are you channeling the muck and debris of the world? You can begin to clear your spiritual channel by doing some mental and physical housekeeping. Are you buried in unnecessary stuff? Time to clear it out. Are you confused in any area of your life? Time to ask for help and learn more. Are you avoiding what seems difficult, only to allow it to worsen through neglect? Stop procrastinating. Are you absorbing the unhealthy energies of others instead of directing your power to set and serve your own goals? Time to set stronger energetic boundaries. Your divine energy is calling you to recognize the sweep away the mental debris, confusion, physical and psychic clutter, and self-undoing that's preventing you from being the receptive, clear channel for your divine energy you are designed to be. Your divine invitation: take an honest inventory of all the clogs, your life, body, mind, and spirit. Have the courage to admit the problem and decide to remove it one step at a time. Trust the divine plan. Are you letting past hurts and failures occupy too much mental and emotional space? Are your defense mechanisms overdeveloped, thus overpowering or blocking your subtle psychic channels? Are you missing the blessings of the past and failing to trust in the divine plan for the path you've traveled thus far? Your divine energy is calling you to appreciate the perfection of the divine plan for every aspect of your life. You've been lovingly nurtured by your angels, guides, higher self, and creator all along. What you've encountered so far has helped you become the wonderful soul you are and has shaped your creative purpose in every way. Recognize how evolved you've become and appreciate how you've grown into a loving, contributing, creative being. Your divine invitation: review your life with appreciation and respect. As difficult as it may be to trust every episode and challenge you've faced, they have been essential facets of your journey, and none has been a mistake. Love who you are today and all that has contributed to your evolution. You're right on schedule. So that's why I picked up that you were doing the work. You are addressing your addictions. Great job. Okay. So 50. All right. It is time to acknowledge the addictive patterns and behaviors that are stealing your life. Is it alcohol, drugs, food, shopping, overspending, overworking, gambling, worrying, gossiping? What about an addiction to negative emotions such as misery, disappointment, fear, and victimization? Your divine energy is calling you to address your addictions so you can live as a free and unlimited spiritual being once again. We are all prey to addictive negative behaviors, but the price we pay to leave them unchecked is the loss of peace in our spirit and loss of authentic connection with others. It is time to recognize these costly indulgences and have the courage and discipline to become free of them once and for all. Pray for help from your higher self, your divine invitation. Wake up from denial and identify your addictions. They're robbing you of your creativity, connection, and peace, and must be conquered now. Your soul is asking you to enter the discomfort that comes with breaking free of these self-undoing behaviors in order to live in a more conscious, creative state of being. Pray for the universe to help you, and then seek and accept help in every way possible. You can either live in the joy of your unlimited creative power, or you can languish in addiction, but you can't do both. True as it states, you know, you can't live in both worlds, and that blade can either cut through, right, and eliminate, or destroy what's been built. Okay. Let's get you your animal spirit. So, and they did say synchronicities. So, let's see. Who have you been channeling? Your spirit animal. Condor. You're too enmeshed in this situation, so step back and see the bigger picture before making any decisions or taking action. You've lost perspective here because you either believe there's something that you absolutely need to happen, or else you're simply being too stubborn to let go. Step back and take a fresh look at your circumstances. It's the forest versus the trees dilemma. You're too close to clearly discern the reality of what's actually taking place. So take a practice of detachment. Most people think of this as a cold, sterile way of responding to a situation or person, but nothing is further from the truth. It's far worse to remain so utterly involved and entangled that you lose perspective, and sometimes even yourself. This is all too familiar. Pattern stems from the guilty feeling that somehow you're not doing enough unless you completely immerse yourself into the problem or person, continually trying to fix the situation or rescue the individual involved. While this may give you a temporary sense of satisfaction, doing so also creates unhealthy dependencies, yours and others. True detachment is objective compassion, a state of mind and heart where you still care very much, but are distanced enough so that you're not under the illusion that you can somehow control the situation or person through your participation or intervention. In any situation or conversation, follow these four simple guidelines. First, be 100% present and attentive. Second, speak your truth or maintain a dignified silence. Third, keep the focus on what's really important and what really matters. And fourth, let go of any attachment to outcome. These 4 steps will help keep your perspective while remaining compassionately involved and detached at the same time. You can still wield your influence by stating your preferences, whether strong or mild, without insisting on getting your way. Express yourself and see what happens, all the while honoring and respecting others. Guys, if this reading is resonating with you, please give me that like, and we will be on to your tarot. Okay, guys, so let's see what's going on. We see what you need to release. Alrighty, let's see. Page of Cups. 4 Wands. Ace of Cups. Oh, okay. There's been someone in your past that you may not have gotten what was rightfully yours. This may have been with a twin flame union that you had a new start with, that a cycle closed. You might get a fresh new offer from this person for a new offer that's going to complete the cycle. Maybe someone from your past, but we'll see. The Sun. So your happiness in the past made you complete the cycle. Okay, this was for your own benefit. You, I think this has definitely been an obstacle for you. I think that it has brought you happiness to release this person, but also, I think the mind chatter won't stop. And there it is. When you communicated to this person that you were done, it put you all up in your head again. You know, when you make that decision and you come to that conclusion within yourself and saying, okay, well, I'm going to break it off. It gives you happiness that, you know, you play to the beat of your own drum, in particular, just say. You know, fulfilling your actions helped you make the decision, and you were relieved. But I think over the next course of the few days, as days went by, you put yourself right back in that mind chatter. So I think something may have transpired when it regarding the equal give and take, the loving equal give and take of the relationship. That's, you can't understand. It's almost as if you're asking yourself, did I do right? Did I give to the situation properly? Did I do something wrong? Three of Swords, see? And there's the heartbreak. Because I think that you were under illusion when it came to this was my twin flame. But look, with the Six of, you had to move yourself out of the situation because you weren't seeing the truth. See the light in the dark? There was heartbreak. There was communication. It was breaking your heart that you couldn't give to this person. And I see that, you know, when we don't get what we want, right? When we complete a cycle, it's happiness for you, but then you go back and reflect over why you walked away. Your heart was broken. But you moving towards happiness. See the happy little heart home? I don't think you were getting the heart where it needed to be put. So you going towards your own fulfillment, your own happiness. Four Swords. You took and took that hammer and you tapped the lid off of that coffin so you can release all of these mental burdens. You can release the Three of Swords. See, the person stabbed you in the back. So now you're coming up out of that, moving towards love again. This is the Ten of Cups. You're transmuting. So you're going towards family and family love, and where you're getting the love that is required for you to feel a sense of wantedness, you know, neededness. That's where you're getting fed. But here you see how the love just poured right out. That's wild. You thought this person was your twin flame. Wow. Okay. Let's clarify some of this. So Three of Cups is at the bottom with the Two of Pentacles. So you were juggling, or they were juggling you. Juggling that fundamental building. So that's why. So they were maybe telling you one thing, okay, saying that, you know, right, I want to give to you, but boom, nothing happened of it. You know, nothing ever come to the sense of completion. So let's see. We are going to clarify the world. Okay, so your inner intuition, and I see that with the sun and the moon here. Your intuition, see, with the moon, your intuition with your higher self, your wisdom. That's why I see the sun and the moon always in the High Priestess. Some people may resonate a different way. You knew through the course of time that you needed to complete this. Your intuition, your gut feeling was telling you something was off. Clarify this High Priestess. Give me another one. I like to clarify my majors. Let's see if I can pick it up. Your intuition was telling you that there was too many things that happened that put you in a difficult mindset. That made you realize that what's been done has been done. All you were doing was trying to take some water from that chalice, and it kept spilling out. Your intuition was telling you that you want a dawn of a new day. You want to feel the warmth of the sun again, right? So you did do that. You completed that cycle. Clarify the sun. Whoa. Yep, and there's the path chosen. You said, I have to do me. I have to do me. I have to feel my warmth again. You know, what makes us warm and thrive and be happy is to get the recognition that's needed. If you weren't getting a recognition, I see why you chose, you know, your intuition was telling you. So we're going to clarify the moon, okay? Wow, spirits. Okay, so the secrets lie in the drama that was created around your situation. You had to look. Same card, clarified next to it. Just to let you know that the secrets were drama involved. There were other people's agendas involved in your environment. Not in your environment, but in your situation. The drama in this whole, because I don't see any other drama, okay, but here. The underlying secret, so there was people involved that you did not particularly see, okay, but their actions brought you to the place where you had to relieve yourself. You were out like Scout. You said, oh, if this is what, you're not going to give me love, you have drama involved, you were juggling me. I see that your family's giving you more than enough of what you need. Bottom of the deck. See? And that's why whatever was going on crumbled. So I'm rising above this. I went in, me and God had a long talk. I'm getting up out this coffin. And I have all the love that I need right here. And where I'm at. So whatever this is, whatever we were pulling at, that was not fulfilling and bringing drama to everybody, I'm out. I'm out like Scout. Tower came down, foundation crumbled. Something must have, have let that situation happen. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Let's get your ring card. What part of ourselves do we need to work on, Spirit? Certain people in my readings like rooms. Okay, guys, let's see. Remove. Pertho, this is our secret. This is exactly what was shown. Oh, hang on one second. Sorry, guys. But yeah, this, to me, this is, I call it, you see if they call it secrets? I call it, dice cup. Okay, and what happens in a dice cup? You put your dice in it, and you gamble. This person gambled with you. It was a bunch of uncertainty involved. You were relying on faith and took a chance with this person. Sometimes we win, right? Sometimes we lose. It's all in how you roll the dice. Next time the dice are rolled, if there is destiny involved, well, maybe y'all play differently. Play the game differently. Sorry I have to be so Queen of Swords like, but it is what it is. Doing. This means action, see? There is positive energy around. Make use of it. This is not the time to ask others for assistance. It is time to do something powerfully for yourself. Look at what you have been doing. Is it working for you? If there is something you have put off, do it now, honey. Do it now. And guys, I really enjoyed your reading, Capricorn. I bid you namaste, happy transition. There's a lot of change taking place, but let me say this. In the direction you are going, like it said, do not procrastinate. It's time for decisive action. Decisive. When you make a decision, follow it through. People will understand your motivation later. But think about your higher self first, and you will always come out a winner. I love y'all. Namaste.